They not like us. They not like us.
We can talk? Oh, okay.
You can bring us in, too. Man. Man.
Oh, man. Look at us live. Look at me watching myself like I ain't never been on fucking retard. This my camera? Okay. I'd have been on.
You got to be on the mic, too, though. Your mic kind of in and out, so you got to pull it closer to you.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, we're going to have to work the kinks out of this. This is our first live. We ain't going to really know how to act. But
like I was saying, though, I don't wish nothing. I'm not wishing health issues on you. You just got to understand the mathematics that if that shit don't come off, brother, something coming. Like I said, it's something. Gout. Like something's coming, brother. You're not gonna go undefeated.
I don't believe that.
So you think you're just gonna go undefeated as a heavy nigga forever?
But listen, the maintenance to not have anything is serious. I'm not just not doing nothing.
Right. But ain't enough oil changes in the world, brother.
My granddaddy got a diesel about as big as the house, and that bitch 400,000 miles on it, and it's still going.
If you stay that size, brother, I give you the go ahead.
Now listen, I'm not saying that I don't want to lose weight and you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. But I'm different. That's what I am saying.
No, I do believe you. But if you do not lose weight, brother,
he played the motherfucking death bell.
That's what's coming. it was right on time.
This shit is
brother,
insane.
I'm telling you though, brother. That you gonna that man gonna get gum disease or something. You're not going undefeated.
Gum disease.
You're not going undefeated, brother.
Oh, man.
That's a fact.
You're making me dizzy, bro. Relax, man.
That is
God
crazy.
damn, bro.
Hey,
don't hit that bell no more, man. God damn, man. We cursing in the first few seconds and everything. We doing everything.
Okay. It's the first.
Go ahead and bring us in,
It's gonna be. I got an unpopular opinion before I bring us in.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna start a lot of shows with my unpopular opinion. This just means that at first glance, this might seem ridiculous. But if you think about it, though, I'm actually right, though. I'm always right, low-key, though. But listen, though. I think it's gayer if you like a stud than if you like a tranny.
Explain.
I think that the dudes who... Because there's an influx of people online now posting the studs that they would sleep with, and I find that weird. But I'm okay, if that's your bag, that's your bag. It's like it's becoming a thing. I think that is gayer than actually liking a transgender. Now, I know, theoretically, they both gay as hell. You feel me? I get that. So I'm not arguing this nigga straight over here, Eli. I just think it's gayer if you like a boy-girl, then... no, a girl-boy, then a boy-girl. I just think it's gay.
I won't even argue with that logic, though, because I think it's weird when women, like, date other women, but they go get a stud. Like, if you like women, like, get a woman that's a woman. Like,
agreed.
Yeah, so it's the same thing to me in a sense.
See, I thought you was going to argue that then.
No, I'm not going to argue that because
cool.
I think it's a little weird, too, when dudes are kind of, like, overly obsessed with studs.
Right.
But there are some women who who try to be studs that don't pull it off well because you're too pretty and you look too much like a girl. And you can't even look like a dude if you wanted to.
That's a fact.
But you'll have dudes posting, like, girls that look like niggas in the face that just got a fat ass. You feel me? And then they be like, they'll do it.
This is what I like.
No, that is weird.
Yeah,
no, I can't do that one.
You feel like that's wild?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why?
I'm finna drop an album, so like my views on that is y'all got it.
Man, that ain't got nothing to do with your
album. I ain't trying to get canceled.
That's not cancel. How was that canceled? It's just your opinion on which one you think.
Yes.
They're both?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
To fuck your album sales up.
No, this not gonna mess up your album, brother.
What's the question?
I think that it is more homosexual to like a female stud than it is to like a man who has transitioned to a woman.
I see where you're coming from.
Do you get the theory?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I really thought y'all was gonna argue this theory though, man. Everybody got albums dropping, but me, that's why I can say it.
No. I agree with it. You know, I ain't scared to say what I'm gonna say. I ain't really got the 3-4 fans any goddamn way, so I ain't gonna make a difference.
More than that.
Yeah, I'll take them though. They ain't going nowhere. I got loyal fans, so I'll take it. I like my little 3-4 fans. They ain't gonna leave me.
But see, my theory based on it was that if you go in a club full of all women, right? Ain't nothing but women in the club, right? Mm-hmm. There are women in there that you wouldn't have sex with, right? There are women in there that don't turn you on, right? It's not just, it's got a vagina, I'm going for it, right? That's not attraction, right? That's just your sexual orientation. You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, if you a born woman, that is my sexual orientation. But just because you are a born woman doesn't mean I'm attracted to you, right? Correct. There are plenty of women that I wouldn't touch. Correct? Mm-hmm. So what turns you on about, what is your selectivity about the women you choose to sleep with? That's they features, right? Mm-hmm. Face, body, whatever it is that turns you on. Cool, right? If you look at a stud, she is going out of her way to look like a dude. You get what I'm saying? Even though there are some who can't really put it off because they pretty. I get that, right? But for the most part, the way they dress, the way they look. Man, I saw a picture one time, brother. I kid you not, bro. I saw a picture of a stud with her bra and panties off, and that shit was the worst shit I had ever seen in my life. I swear it was, though. Like, it was the most unattractive thing I had never seen, bro. That shit was... And
it seemed like the titties just don't, because ain't no upkeep on the titties. No. So it's almost like they just almost be like National Geographic-y.
Yeah. If I was there, I'd have gave her strap and be like, "Please put this on." Though you missed it. For you? No, not for me. Just for not making me throw up. This is why. Let that strap go with that look.
Right.
Yeah, because you trying to pull off being a dude, right?
For sure.
So I kind of understand, like, just theoretically, a transgender who has taken the hormones, gotten the woman features, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even though he get hell too. I'm just saying in general, I understand what he's looking at. That's just I really thought y'all was going to argue this.
Because with that same logic though, right? With that same logic, is what you're saying is basically just because it got a coochie and it identifies as a woman, it's okay, even though the male features are there and you still attracted to it. Right. What's the difference in a dude going to get a sex change and now he got a vagina?
Thanks.
You'll fuck that too then. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying.
No, that's the thing. No, I'm not saying you would fuck that.
No, it's just
but that means you attracted to the male feature. Like, you see her male features. You see that, bro. You see that jersey she got on. You see all that shit.
None of that shit is supposed to be attractive.
Nothing. Man, I really thought y'all was gonna argue this, man.
Nah, I can't argue that one. You make sense.
Yeah. It's the first show back. I guess I gotta figure out what rubbed y'all the wrong way. But anyway, we are back. We are also black. And that's probably why we've been gone for a while. You know, having black people issues. And we are back unprepared as black people would be. Yeah.
But we back though. That's all that counts.
Facts, man. Welcome to Anxiety Issues Podcast. I'm Adam Taylor, here with Boneface of Boneface Inc. and the Shoney's MVP, all-time great, Big Bone.
God, you know I got to be the show. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the last one. Yeah. Facts, though, man.
I had framed that picture for a little bit, had that bitch in the shop for real. Yeah, I had it in the shop for real, frame.
The Shoney, how you feel, man? Pre-diabetic, man. You get this.
First of all, listen.
It's pre.
Listen. I don't got a diabetic bone cell in my body.
That's not true at all. That's not true.
Y'all, this man really is man. He's wishing me for doom.
No, not man. No, man. I'm encouraging.
The man said, if you was on Hard Rock,
I'm minus 110.
You minus 110, and
for a health problem.
And he taking it
1,000%, though, brother.
You would lose.
No, I would not. You got a 9. Just don't know it.
You said that's a lot.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. You got to get.
I'm a hypochondriac.
Same.
And I'm the most. If I got a headache, it's a what they call it when the shit go to your brain.
An aneurysm.
I got an aneurysm with a headache, so I'm on top of things. I'm just larger than life. You know how your grandma said.
I didn't say that. You're all on top of things.
Man,
Yeah,
well, I
man.
swear I'm gonna pass out this fucking podcast.
man,
Fucking with y'all, man. Y'all giving me a headache already, bro.
The best exercise is breathing, and I got that down pat.
You don't have that. See, I can't. I'm not that. I
Chill,
got it.
man.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's my first show back,
He
man.
said the best exercise is breathing.
It's breathing.
It's
the fact
breathing.
that
Burpees, not
but the
push
fact
up,
that
not crunches.
Breathing.
the fact that breathing is an exercise tells me that you overweight. That's not an exercise.
And it's the best exercise. I'm talking
It's the
about.
best exercise.
Oh, my
hey,
God.
90% of Americans don't know how to
How
breathe.
many sets of breathing you got to do?
Shit, a lot.
Nah, you're right. You say 90% of what now?
Americans don't know how to breathe.
Oh, what's that called when you? I got sleep apnea, so
I
my
don't have-
breathing
I don't have
is-
sleep
my
apnea.
breathing is
Listen, I'm now this is real shit. So I had surgery, and they make you do so many tests. They made me do the sleep test 3 times because they thought it was wrong.
right.
The doctor was just like you, son. You have sleep apnea. We just gonna test it again, and I'm sure of it.
Cause he like me, he know it's coming. he know it's
But I
yeah.
didn't have it, and
it's
he was
'cause
like, "Well, I'll be."
Yeah,
He didn't tell me. Well, I'll be. He didn't tell me sorry. He didn't. He wasn't happy for me. He was just like, "Well, I'll be."
Yeah, and you,
I think what happens sometimes though, bro, is like you know how somebody like brings something to you, and like if like you had a kid that was in the Special Olympics, right, and he had to run, right.
I don't. That my kid would not be running.
I'm just saying, if there was a kid in the Special Olympics, right, and he ran, right, and his 40 time was like 15 seconds, right, it's like for you that is great. So I ain't even finna argue that 40 time. But if you were a regular person running that 40, it's bad, right?
Yeah.
So I think sometimes when you go to the doctor and they look at like where you are and how you are for where you are,
Right.
they're gonna gauge it based on that. Like
Nick,
for a big
So-
dude, you're actually
Yeah.
extremely
No,
healthy.
no,
but for
no.
a regular sized person, it wouldn't be.
No,
right.
no.
Like if I came from my size to your size, there's no way I could sit here and be like,
No.
I'm great.
Yeah,
But if I'm just like already, if I'm naturally like this,
I get what you said. So
Yeah.
So if you gain that much weight, it'll be instantly bad. But you just been pre-diabetic for a long time, so you're used to it. Though. That's what-
but it's good for him.
Right.
So if he dropped 50 right now, you feel me? It's like, damn, Big Bone look good.
facts.
But if you feel me, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing you said though. If you had a son in the Special Olympics, you going?
Yeah, I'm going.
I ain't. You
You
going?
ain't gonna show? You ain't gonna show? What you gonna do?
I gotta go.
Watch it from the TV like everybody else.
What?
Man, relax, man.
Oh my God!
For what?
What do you mean?
It's gonna be slow. What am
What
I
would be the
going
best
for?
one?
Out of what?
Out of everybody in the field.
I'm not going, man, to see that nigga run on no rubber legs, man.
But what's funny though, bro, is we kind of low key do it anyway because we go to watch high school. How many high school basketball players actually make it to get a college scholarship to play Division I ball?
Probably 1%.
And we go watch them all the time. So
But how does that compare to the Special Olympics?
because what I'm saying is like at the end of the day, we're doing the same thing. Like the kids in the Special Olympics, like they're not going nowhere, right? You're not about to achieve anything.
No, you're right. They're not going nowhere.
Right. So when you so when you go watch your kids in high school, 99% of these motherfuckers ain't going nowhere either.
I can't clap that long.
You can't clap that long. It's too.
15 seconds is a long time to clap. You
don't
really
clap
gonna
to
run a
the end,
15?
though.
Huh?
You don't clap to the
You
end.
have to root the whole time. If your kid is running, like if your kid is running 100 in the regular Olympics, I got 9 seconds to root for my kid. This is Olympics, right? If my kid is in the Special Olympics, I'm not rooting for 22 seconds, brother. Breathing is an exercise. I'm not doing that, brother. Just weird that you asked that, though. I just thought about that. I'm not going.
You gonna get us put out before we get on, man.
Where are y'all getting this from?
That just be what's on my mind, brother.
This is
Yeah.
gonna be a night.
All right, cool. Quick question then, I guess quickly, since everybody on music, we got 3 musicians in it. Well, 2, and I'm retired. Just a quick overview. We don't have to go through the details. I just wonder what y'all think about Kendrick and Drake as of today. Like we don't have to go through enough podcasts and went through what happened and who did what and who dropped what. But just today, now that everything, the smoke has passed and where we are today, do you have a different look on where Kendrick and Drake are?
Who going first?
You.
Kendrick won. It hurts me to say that. Kendrick definitely won, and it ain't looking too good for Drizzy, man.
And you feel like that today? Like as in right
Right
now?
now, right now.
And what makes you say it don't look good for him?
I mean, he ain't put out no music for one. Kendrick is going on to make millions of dollars with arenas
On the tour.
on the tour he's doing, and I mean, I was Team Drake at the beginning. You know, I'm still Team Drake as far as music, and y'all probably we can go back and forth on that, but this ain't looking good for him. You know.
So you don't think it's a? I'll let you answer first before I.
I don't understand exactly what you're asking though.
Okay, cool. So in the moment, you probably felt a certain kind of way. Like in the moment, a lot of people felt like Kendrick won, right? He dropped Not Like Us and all that, right? Cool. It was kind of a flawless victory to a lot of people. Now,
Wasn't for me.
Me neither.
at the time, okay, cool. But internet consensus wise, I think that I think most people would say Kendrick won the battle, right? Am I wrong?
Most
Even
people
if you're
would-
not
yeah,
saying
most
that.
people would say that. Most
Yeah,
people would
I'm
say
talking
that.
about doing when it happened.
Yeah, most people would say
I
that.
think when it happened, most people were leaning towards the Kendrick. Now that the Super Bowl has passed, and you know, I feel like Not Like Us has quieted down. It's not on everybody's playlist no more. Do you still view what Drake is the same way? Like, do you feel like it was like a lot of people have also gone back and reviewed the lyrics, and I've seen people go back and review some of Drake's lyrics, and they feel like lyrically he won. Like they feel like maybe strategically Kendrick had a better. Because he was dropping every time Drake dropped something.
Right, for
and then
sure.
when you go back and analyze the lyrics, a lot of people say Drake was going crazy though.
I
always felt
100%
that way.
feel
I
like
felt
that.
that way from the beginning. I think in situations like this, you can't confuse like what's actually happening with what's actually good or not. I think people just chose who they like, and I think it's one of those things to where we have a culture where people don't people turn on greatness eventually. Right? If you're good for too long, people get annoyed.
absolutely.
They get annoyed by you.
1000%.
And I think bro was just good for so long that and it was like one of those runs to where like he was good for so long and it was annoying people, but nobody could stop the run. And then they found it's almost like you got a champion. They found their champion or somebody to come along to kind of like cheer for to end that run.
Do you feel like the industry felt that way or people?
I
say both.
Okay.
I think it was. I'm just speaking for the people. I don't really like get that deep into it. But I just felt like people wanted to like Kendrick and people wanted this. It's the same thing with LeBron. Like LeBron has done. This man is 40, and you still hear people like critiquing games as if he's a 22-year-old man.
Facts.
You feel me? When this is a 40-year-old man averaging 27, 8, and 8. There are people who have never averaged 16, 8, and 8 in their career.
Right. And got $100 million contract.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They got $100 million contracts, and it's just like we get bored with greatness, bro. So that's why I say I'm somebody that doesn't get too high or too low on how people feel about me because I understand that it always turns. You just got to be okay with yourself because how people feel about you is going to go up and down. And if you're in a position to where you're great, here come the fall at some point. I just feel like people was ready for him to ready for his run to end. I don't feel like and even when it was going on, I didn't feel like he was like dominating Drake lyrically. I felt like Drake was making the better music.
So who won? So basically, that's kind of what I'm asking. Like it's like going back and reviewing a fight. Who do you feel like won now that the smoke is clear? Lyrically, song for song. Damn the momentum of Not Like Us and who dropped first. Just going back as an artist, listening to what they rapped about and lyrically. Who took that?
The fight analogy is a good one, though. I feel like Drake landed the most punches, but I felt like Kendrick had the most visible power shots. It looked like he was winning the fight because he had him staggered a few times. Like I beat you up all around, and at the end of the round, you hit me 2-3 times. Them days a little bit bell ring, and we forget about the whole first half of the round. So I think that's what happened. But I don't know. I didn't really get deep into that whole beef. I ain't really care for it though. I don't know. That whole thing was weird to me. I just felt like all of it was a little corny to me.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You think generally he doomed? You think it's a wrap?
No.
My
I think he I think the music is one thing, and I think the personal side of it is a whole another thing. Like a lot of the way they've been functioning, like in their everyday lives, the beef they've been creating, the shit they've been getting caught doing, like publicly, like even the whole beef with LeBron and Drake, like like all that type of shit. I think that's what's like damaging him more than the music itself did. The way he responded to everything is what made him look. Yeah, the way he responded is like
he did.
Yeah, it's like he felt like the jit when y'all playing basketball and he don't get picked and he take his ball.
Right.
That's what he felt like to me. Like, bro,
yeah, you
just
can't.
take the if they say you lost, just take the L, bro. It's music.
But
And it
he was
just kinda
supposed to be
went
mad
outside
at
of that.
DeRozan though. I would have been mad at DeRozan too.
Mm-hmm. Because
Like even though he played basketball, I'd have been mad too. He literally, they said that when that man got traded from Toronto, that he went to Drake's house crying like they was homies. Drake and sold him like, you my dog. They trade me or whatever. So cool. If we homies like that, and I get in a little beef, bro, you can't be in the video, bro.
yeah,
Like he had every right, but LeBron, no. But DeRozan, I'd have been mad at that for sure. But I think it was a good thing. Me personally, if I was Drake, I would send, I would buy that nigga Kendrick or Bugatti or something, and I'll send it over to his house because I think it's a blessing in disguise. Everybody has to have that one real life moment where you realize who for you and who against you. You see what I'm saying? In regular life, people are fake, dog. It's fake people around each and every one of us, bro. 1,000%. It's people who pretend to support you, laugh in your face. I mean, act like they friends in your face and they laugh behind your back, right? In our regular life. So I can only imagine how industry is, and I'm sure we've all had industry situations where you realize how fake it is, right? So imagine how it is for Drake on the top level. But them people never really liked Holmes. You feel me? And you know, not to criticize him or whatever, but he moved like a lame. He's done some lame things, and you in a lot of rooms with people that if it wasn't for music, they wouldn't hang out with you for a day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they were supporting him because of who he was. But I think it's a beautiful thing is because you really just took the mask off a lot of people for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a clarity moment. Now he can go in rooms. You don't have to bullshit as much. You don't have to smile in people's face as much. You don't have to use your resources as much on people who don't deserve your resources. If I was that nigga, man, I'd go sign me 3-4 artists and have my own little crew, and I wouldn't fuck with nobody. I think that shit a blessing. I would appreciate, because I don't think musically nothing's gonna be affected for him. Like I listen to Kendrick. I do like Kendrick songs. I do listen to every Kendrick album he dropped. But that shit he dropped with Party, I done been back to that way more than Not Like Us.
yeah. And I think people,
I done listen to songs off of that probably every day since it dropped.
yeah, people have short attention spans too, bro. Like we'll be done with somebody and be right back on them as soon as they drop something new. So it's just like it don't last long when you're in a situation like that. As long as you don't allow it to destroy you and you just keep it moving. I think the best thing he could have did was just be quiet until it died down, then drop something. But I do agree with you on that as far as like everything being exposed. But it's kind of funny though because we all knew, like on the outside watching his life, that like he was an opportunity. He was like if you get a feature with him or if you rocking with him, you own. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But he was the only one that couldn't see that. So it was almost like the mirror being held up for him so he can see what we all seen from the beginning.
Yeah.
I think like we all seen it. We all seen how he was being used by all his friends and
1000%.
everybody was around him. He just couldn't see it. And he see it now.
Man, why y'all not done with rap, man? Y'all ain't done? I mean, both y'all vets, you know what I'm saying?
For me personally, bro, I've been over trying to make it for a long time. I'm just annoyed with like when I get in my car and I want something to listen to and I can't find nothing I like. So I just literally made a project that I liked and that I could appreciate, and I just put it out and people rocking with it. But had I dropped this project and nobody was talking about it, I'd still be satisfied because I kind of did it for me and because I wanted to. Yeah, but I'm way past like trying to make it. Like that's why I'm not trying to perform. I'm not trying to. You feel me? Somebody got to invite me somewhere.
Right.
You feel me? I ain't trying to put on no show on none of that. And I think that's why the music sounds the way it sounds, because it's organic and it's for me. I'm not really out here trying to change my lingo.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to change my style. I'm not adjusting to nothing. Everything sounds like me. So that's what it is for me. I don't think I ever be done with music, bro. And I also feel like this, right? I think this is an industry which is weird to me. And I think this is also why music is terrible, right? This is not sports, bro. This is not, I get 40 and my knees and my ACL and all my joints going out and I can't do it no more. Right? The older I get, the wiser I get, right? So why am I going away from something that is a tool to teach and a tool to like transfer information to different people, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm gaining more knowledge, why am I going away from the thing that's the tool to spread the knowledge? You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm getting smarter, why am I going away from something that, and I think that, bro, we forget that, like, bro, you listen to music.
Yeah.
You never gonna stop listening to music. You feel me? And I think R&B is a lane that displays it best. Like when you look at like Ron Isley and all these dudes 90 years old still making music. You feel what I'm saying? And there's somebody out here to listen to it. And I just think what we have to do is my strategy is bro, rap your age and you'll be fine. It would be an issue if I was out here still talking about the same stuff I was talking about when I was 25.
Right.
I'm making 40-year-old music. My lyrics are 40-year-old nigga lyrics. You feel what I'm saying? And they for niggas my age group. And if people in my age group can appreciate it, then I have a fan base. You feel me? So I think like that's why I hate to hear old rappers complain about the young dudes' music or the kids' music. I'm like, bro, you're not rapping for them, bro. They got their own audience. They got their own fan base. What you're supposed to be doing is covering this lane that's up here ahead, right? So when these young dudes that are rapping about what they rapping about mature now, you feel me? They replace you. You move out the way and they take that lane. You feel me? I just think we're leaving a whole lane open of we leaving an age gap open that should be occupied when we just stop doing music. Niggas just get 30 and be like, man, I'm too old to rap.
But what is old? Let me stop saying old. That's just a reflex of our culture.
Mm-hmm.
What is 40 plus rap? What is that? Like, I think rap has the age limit that people put on it because you can listen to R&B in a number of spaces.
Right,
You get what
for
I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure.
You can listen to R&B in the club. You can listen to R&B with your lady. You can listen to R&B riding to work. Whatever it is, you can listen to R&B in a lot of spaces. Rap has a certain energy to it. That's why it spread the way it did. You know what I mean? It has a certain... It just gives you a certain vibe. Even if you go back to when it was a political stance way back in the day, right? Whether it was breakdancing or political, it just has a vibrant energy to it, right? Where would you be? It's only limited spaces you could be where rap is teaching me something I would enjoy.
It's not even
very limited spaces.
Yeah, it's
for
not,
me personally.
But it doesn't have to teach, bro. I don't think. I think when people think about older music or older people making music means that it has to teach. No, bro. It's just a different level of conversation. It's a different type of conversation. Like I love Jay-Z because Jay-Z has like a different type of conversation when he raps, right?
True, but do you really enjoy? Listen, I love the lyric, but do you really enjoy that?
Though? I do. It's an acquired taste, right? Okay. I do though, right? And but the thing about it though is that when I was a certain age, I couldn't grasp it or rock with it because I couldn't understand it. Right. It's almost like you party with this group of people, right? And then these are the regular people who make an average salary, right? Yes. And then you come into some money and you go start hanging out with the millionaires, right? The conversations are different. The things they talk about are different. Everything is different, right?
I get that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So I'm saying music works the same way.
But what make you feel better? 444 or Back in Blood? Which one feels better to you? Like
444 for me.
That don't feel better. They can't though.
Back in Blood is cool when I'm working out.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, but this is the thing though. I can appreciate
even if I'm just riding to work. Like I ain't trying to get nothing Back in Blood. It just make you feel good.
But what I'm saying though, bro, is this right? Yeah. There's different moods and different modes for everything. Like just like you got an R&B mode. I want to listen to Isley Brothers sometimes, and sometimes it's Trey Songz. But these are two different types of R&B.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with rap. Like if I'm in the gym, Back in Blood is cool. If in my car, it's cool sometimes too. Yeah. But I don't want to get it Back in Blood 24 hours a day, bro.
No,
sometimes I want to chill.
Yeah,
you feel me?
1,000%.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to have a glass of wine.
As an old head, I only listen to music when I'm riding some of the time.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's just shit. Yeah.
And sometimes you because music can be used for so many different things, bro. Music is a tool to just have fun and not be serious, and music is a tool to kind of.
I disagree. I feel like music is timeless. So just because I'm 40, I know 40 years old still trapping, still selling dope.
1,000%.
I know 40-year-olds that still clutching.
Yes.
So if you living like that and you making music like that, I feel like there's an audience for that. I don't feel like.
Yeah, but you're a wild nigga if you're still in the trap at 40.
But it's people like that.
Yeah,
and it's people successfully in the trap at 40.
But see, I feel like that. And I agree with you on that stance from the perspective of it's wild to trap, period. You get what I'm saying? It's wild to trap at any age. You know what I'm saying? Right. But theoretically, you can go to any other race or nationality and they gangsters be like, go watch a Denzel movie. The gangster ain't 18. Man, that nigga 50 years old with a gray beard and he'll kill everything in here and suit and tie.
But the thing is, gangster takes on a whole new meaning in their culture, right? I think there are gangsters in our community that are like Jay Prince, right? That's a gangster, right? But it's not the same kind of gangster as NBA YoungBoy would be considered. You feel me?
Yeah,
So that's why I'm saying it's like, bro, this shit it's a vast space, bro. It's a
Yeah.
it's an unlimited space to where all type of different people can exist, bro. It's not young and old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you watch The Equalizer 2 if he was trying to kill King Von? That's how my brain worked, though. That'd be the dumbest fucking movie. Hey, but no, seriously though. So what's your motivation? Like you're younger than us, right?
Right.
If you heard an older cat rapping younger lyrics, what do you think as a person who hasn't reached that age yet? You like, fuck this nigga talking about? You too
Nah.
old to be out here?
Not for me personally. Your background.
Right.
Does this particular artist match what he's speaking?
Why is that a thing though?
It shouldn't
Like,
be.
why is that?
It
But
shouldn't
it's
be.
common
No,
though.
but
You're not
it-
saying
it
nothing wrong.
is.
It is a common thing.
It is.
Yeah, but it
People love
shouldn't
to know
matter.
you really doing.
But listen, it ain't about music no more. It's about the gimmick of what goes with music.
Right, you just said it. Right, it's a gimmick. So my thing is, if it's a gimmick, why do we care if anybody is really about what they're talking about? Just make it sound good, make it sound good on the beat, and make a great song. Like I just think, like, bro.
Most people who killing can't write poetry. This just for the fact.
Right.
Most people who really thugging,
And they ain't
don't-
rapping.
Right.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
killers ain't rapping, bro. They ain't got time to rap. They're killing.
It's a few, but they die.
Yeah, they don't last long.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how you judge. The attention
Yeah,
span is
bro.
so small.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
You rapping about all this jewelry in your songs, but when you do a video, you got on a small Jesus piece on a little baby rope.
That's why I started rapping about jewelry, though. I noticed that too, though. I felt bad looking at myself one time. I had like a rhyme about all this ice I had on. Nigga, I had like on a rubber band on my wrist and some dumb shit. I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing?
That's
But
why I try to
agree
tailor,
with you
I try
if
to
you make
tailor my
good
shit.
music, but it's
Yeah, I just do what feels good to me, bro.
to be successful now, they gonna come see about you.
I need a hat, huh?
Something,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Yeah, that's.
They ain't gonna be able to do it.
But I just think that's a lane, bro. I think we take small lanes, bro, and try to make it the whole thing when it's not,
that's
bro.
the
That's just a
business.
small lane. That's not, bro. It's just
That
a
is
part
the
of
business.
it, bro. That's not the business, bro. That's not the biggest part of music.
name me one artist that is just successful off rap
Jelly
and
Roll.
nothing else.
Jelly
That's
Roll.
not that. Don't
Jelly
do that. Don't
Roll.
do that, though.
It's a rapper.
Don't do that.
No,
that is
Jelly
not
Roll
a
has a
rapper.
whole
That
gimmick.
is not
You
a rapper.
crazy.
Jordan Lucas.
They
Like,
all
Yeah.
got gimmicks. You smoking.
right, bro. But the gimmick ain't murder.
Jordan's the closest one. you see.
The gimmick ain't always murder, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I never said it was, but Jelly Roll
Is not a rapper.
Is not
He
number one
was
right
a rapper.
now.
He switched, bro.
But it's
Yeah,
not
initially
because he
a
just
rapper.
does music.
Yeah, he was like Tech Nine-ish type of rapper, and he switched.
You know how you just got on me? That man just lost like 300 pounds,
He,
and he's the biggest in the world.
pre-diabetic too. Yeah.
But he did drugs. But
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, there's not one artist right now. Kendrick Lamar, his gimmick is the whole conscious. I'm a conscious
Black
rapper.
man type
No, we all
I
have.
still
We,
fuck
yeah,
with
we all.
Crips and all this
we
shit.
all have a gimmick. I agree with that. What I'm saying is that the gimmick, our bubble in the black community, we think the gimmick is one thing. There are all types
No,
of gimmicks
you
you can
think
have.
that.
No, I don't. I think that that's why when you see most young dudes rap, bro, they all go into that one lane. They go straight to that one lane until what's happening now, though, thank God, is that you see a lot of young blues rappers now, a lot of young blues singers now. You feel me? Because I just think in our community, bro, we follow what the trend is and we follow like what's making the money or who's getting popular. Anything that's gonna make you viral, bro, that's what people want to do.
Yeah. But it's changing though.
100%.
I think that gangster rap or the drill rap, let me say that, is slowly is going.
That's just a small part of hip hop.
But you see,
That's all I'm saying.
but they were embracing.
That's all I'm saying.
But that was the most embraced part for a long time. For like the last 10 years, drill rap has been the most embraced part of rap music. And
Yeah,
I think
I can go for
I
that.
think
I can
now
go
it's
for that.
changing. It's going back to the Get Money, the Jeezy days. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the new white dude. He might be mixed from Atlanta.
Oh yeah. Belly Gang Cushington. I like him.
Yeah, he hard. Boss Man D-Lo, I fuck with he hard too though. You know what I mean? But it's more get money, rap, which is good. But my only reason for bringing that up is that I just wonder. For me, I'm losing that. I stop at stores and stuff like that, and people are like, man, when you gonna drop again? And in my mind, I'd be like, never, because I just can't find a reason. It feel weird now. So I don't know whether that's me aging or I look at the rap game and it's like, I don't want to be a part of none of that though. Like even if it worked, you feel me? If I dropped a song tomorrow and it worked, I don't want to be nowhere that song would take me.
And I don't either. And
Well,
that's
well,
why I
I
tell you, that's why I say I genuinely made this shit for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to perform. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
like,
want a
if they
label
book me,
deal.
I'm not
I don't
going,
I don't
brother.
want none of that. Yeah, I don't want none of that, bro.
Like I don't want to be
want
in
none of
nowhere
that.
this music can take me.
I don't want to do
At the
none
end of the
that.
day, for me, I still love it. You know, I'm still
Yeah.
deep in the culture. I feel like I'm chosen. I'm reminded to release music almost daily. I still pretty got a successful platform, but I'm at a point in my life. I'm getting older as well too, so I'm successful in a lot of things. So, quote unquote, being financially stable from rap is not really a primary goal of mine.
Right.
I got so much shit going on behind the scenes, but I just feel like I'm chosen.
Man,
for
that shit
music.
therapy, bro, for me.
No, I mean
At the end of
it's-
the day.
yeah, both of y'all hella talented. You can't.
Yeah.
That's something you can't deny. But
And
it's just,
I still think I'm real fucking good at it. And it's just it reminds me of like being able to go to the gym, right? And you've been hooping your whole life, and it's these young cats out here that really hoop, right? And you just go in there and you just still can run with them, and it just feels good to be able to still run with them and still give them a good run, bro. So it's just like even like I put my nephews on the album, and for me it was just a sparring session to really just be like, bro, I still got this shit now.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's all it be, bro. It's just
I got a question
fun.
for y'all. Is making music for you still easy?
absolutely, bro. I can't recall a song that took me longer than 2 hours to complete.
It's hard for you,
Beginning to
Adam?
end. Yeah.
it's very hard for me now. I don't know how. Neither one of y'all. Do you write down? Do you? I know
Barely.
you don't.
He don't.
Right.
But it's like the way he functions, right? I don't want to speak for you, but I've been in the studio with you before. He'll listen to the beat and he put his bars together in his head.
Right.
I'm more so like I'm in front. I got the mic in front of me. Evil G's building the beat, and I'm putting mine together while he build the beat. And by the time the beat's done, I'm ready. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but our styles are. I'm still on paper. I'm still on my phone though.
Yeah,
He out 100% off the dome, which is crazy impressive.
Yeah,
But,
I'll put a couple things down on my phone. The reason why I asked that is because it's hard for me to make music now because I low key I freestyle and I remember what I did. You know, bar by bar.
Mhm.
You know, 4 bar here, 8 bar there, and I kind of remember it. And when I'm rehearsing it in my head halfway through, I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Every
But
time.
you don't though. You
No,
shouldn't.
every time I'll be like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? I swear to God, it happens to me every time.
But
I'll be in the middle of a dope ass verse, and I'll be like, bro, shut the fuck up.
I think you also like kind of
Like-
created a prison for yourself with that last project, bro. I think sometimes when you're really fucking good at something, you don't know how to be no other way with it. You can't drop a mediocre
No,
project. You can't put out a mediocre song. It won't feel right.
But it won't be mediocre. It's what I'm talking about. I just be like, bro, I feel like once your mind reaches a certain level of thinking, or it's almost hard to be willfully stupid. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm talking about is dumb. You
Right.
feel me? Even if it sounds amazing, I just personally listen back to it and be like, or like when I'm reciting it, I be like, nigga, you finna get up and go to work in the morning. Right. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
But that's why
Right.
that's the main reason why I say I try to focus on making the type of music I make because it feels natural to me. I can't really get up and rap about no bullshit.
Right.
Like if I got a song that I put out that's some bullshit, it's probably something that I've been did.
Right.
But right now, bro, I can't do nothing but like And One's Prayer and From Afar and shit like that. Shit that means something to me and something that like lines up with my real life. You feel me? Like people around me can say, oh, they talk about me, or oh, that's about me, or oh, I seen that. Like I want you to be able to listen to my music and come around me and see that in my life.
Yeah.
Not like see me and be like, damn, bro, why all the shit you rapped about it?
Nah, that's a
You
fact.
feel me? Like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
that's why I say I try not to fabricate. You feel me? I think everybody exaggerates a little bit, but I try to have my shit close to lining up with my life, bro. So it feels genuine to me. Cause I, like you said, I can't listen to something and I'm gonna feel like a sucker.
That's how I be feeling
Yeah,
when
I
I'm
feel like a
making it
sucker.
though. Real talk. Hey, I know you say you're a flawless big dude, bro, but it's things that you do when ain't nobody around where you know that ain't the move. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Like putting your socks on can't be the coolest thing.
It's easy.
It's not
It's a
easy.
routine.
It's not. Yes, it's got to be a routine, but it's not easy though.
It's
brother.
easy, man. I'm used to it.
But I would pay $10 to see you put on a sock.
We gonna set that up.
I
We gonna do a day in the
I'll pay
life.
$10.
Nah, put your leg up here and put a sock
I'll
on
pay
now.
that. That's what he want.
I don't got no
Yeah.
sock. But listen,
Yeah, see, that's how I know. Listen, I swear my mind. Listen, brother. My brain might be thrown, brother, but I'm always right though, brother.
No, listen.
Somebody he don't have on no sock. Yes.
No, I don't have a sock. So you want me to take my sock off and put it on?
Yes.
That's another show. But listen.
I got a $50 crispy $50 bill right now. If I get a leg,
I will match his 50 that you can't do it in one breath. That you can't take that sock off, put that sock on. If you come up for L one time,
you lose.
I bet 50
It
right
ain't no
now.
going down.
I'll match it.
Huh?
It ain't no going
You gonna
down.
put it on straight up?
Just
Man,
with ease.
No,
Man, stop,
One
man.
motion.
no, brother. I got
He
50.
ain't doing nothing in one motion.
Nothing, brother. I got 50.
Just one.
That's 100 to put a sock on. That's OnlyFans money. 100 to put a sock on, it ain't gonna be. Hey. Anyway, man. I'll switch topic to something serious though. I had this argument when I was in the gym. It wasn't an argument. It just people have differences of opinion, and maybe y'all more like-minded than me than I thought. So maybe this won't be an argument. Do you know who Rodney Hinton is? Have you heard of that name in the news? It's the black guy who he ran a police officer over with his car. He killed the cop.
That killed his son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So on May the 1st, his son, Rodney Hinton's son, was killed by the police. They say he was armed, but the police body cam footage does not show that the young man was pointing the gun at the police, right? Mm-hmm. So it doesn't seem like they were in any danger. You know, and that's, I don't want to say that because you look at a black show, and I hate shows where you could just obviously tell the side that someone takes. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to tell somebody when they can feel in danger or not feel in danger. You know, I roll, air quotations. But he was not pointing the gun at the cops, and his son was killed. The following day, but it ain't waste no time, he got in his car and he ran over a cop that was directing traffic, I think at Cincinnati University, if I'm not mistaken. And the clip went viral of the guy when he was arraigned at his court hearing. They had like 30 cops in there. You seen him? Mm-hmm. So they had all the cops in the background, and he had to walk past the cops. And I just wonder, in general, what's y'all take on his decision to it is what it is, murder the cop after his son? Do you have just, what is your overall opinion? I ain't even gonna try to sway your answer.
Nah, that's a question I really can't answer. I got 2 sons, bro, and I couldn't imagine if anything happened to one of them. I don't know how I would feel, but I'm pretty sure I'd feel some type of way. I'd be angry,
Right,
and I don't know what that would lead to, so I can't really speak on what bro did and how he felt, and I really can't, because I don't know how I would feel to speak on something like that. That's almost like asking somebody like that still has their mother how it feels, how they would feel if she passed. Like,
right.
You kind of just don't know how you would respond to something like that. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it, but I do want to hear your take.
You first.
As my generation say, I felt like he stood on business, and
I've heard a lot of people say that.
just losing. You know, I lost my dad. You know, I pray to God I won't have to bury a son, that my son will bury me.
Yeah.
But my dad always used to say that, ironically too. But just you just don't know how you're gonna feel, man, going through the motions. Something you love so much, something that you pretty much set your life up for, to be taken away by a police officer. And you know, I feel like he reacted the way he reacted, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I always say, like, I don't know, bro. I burn the world down about my jits, so I don't really know. You feel me? I just, like, even just like throughout the day, right? Because we live in Pensacola, where you have shit like what happened at Lil LD and shit like that happen, right? So
Right.
all the time I'm thinking, like, I'm so afraid of anything happening to my children based on how I know I'm gonna respond, because I'm gonna crash out. This is what I live for.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? This is the main reason why I'm here. It's the only reason why I ain't crashed out before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know how I would respond
If that was taken.
something were to happen to one of them. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing red, bro. All logic goes out the window when it comes to my kid.
Right.
You feel me? I don't got no understanding. Especially when I feel like whatever happened in them, the person who did it doesn't have any understanding. So that's why I say I can't have an opinion on it, but I just do know that I'm crashing about mine.
So I won't ask you to, and even though everybody expressed how they would feel if it happened to their children, but I pray that never happens to anyone in this room, anyone in general, period, but there is a possibility that, let's just say hypothetically, you could be a juror on a trial like this, right? Mm-hmm. So there's not much to the case. It is what it is. Son died. Retaliation was to go run over a police officer, right? Now, you're on the jury, and let's just say the plea is temporary insanity of some type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you, if you had to go in that room and sit amongst the jurors, what would be a rightful punishment or ruling?
I think this though, bro. I think in cases like this, right? I feel like I can't be mad at bro for what he did, but you still got to it's still a crime. You still in the wrong. You feel me? And you still got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why you would do what you did. You feel me? But understand that we got to do what we got to do too.
Hey, real
You feel what I'm
quick, to
saying?
be clear for the people watching and that don't know about this, the cop he killed isn't the cop that killed his son.
Right. He
Correct?
just killed a
want,
random
I just
person.
want to put that out there.
Yeah, because it's just like, bro, if you rob me, bro, the world didn't rob me. You feel me? You did. You feel what I'm saying? So I might feel some type of way about that, and that's usually how people respond. They just go do something to somebody else because they can't get the person that got them.
Right.
And then we end up in a cycle of motherfuckers doing shit to each other that never ends. I think that's how a lot of these street beefs are. It's like somebody lose somebody that they can't get back,
Right.
and nobody wants to take the last L. So it's like we take one of yours, and I take one of yours, and it's before you know it, there's none of us left.
That's a
You feel what I'm
fact.
saying? So I just think that it's a situation where it's unfair, and I understand. I would be on the jury, and I would understand why you did it, but the crime is the crime.
Yeah, and that cop also has a family too.
100%.
And I'm
At
glad.
the end of the day,
I'm glad y'all said that, so I wouldn't be the only one. I think the circle that I was having the conversation around, they kind of had that take about standing on business. You know what I mean? They kind of felt like, kind of like, whatever. Like they do it to us all the time. Was a common theme that And when I hear that kind of stuff, I kind of try to stay out of it. But somebody always asks me what I think, and I'm always gonna tell you what I think, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If being black mean I got to be ignorant, then I ain't gonna be black. Like I don't give a fuck what the topic is, right? And I'm not saying black is ignorant, but what I'm saying is if everybody is saying like this is for the culture, and I'm not saying everybody is saying that, excuse me, but if I'm in a room full of black people and they talking about, yeah, he stood on business and them white folks do it to us all the time, bro, that ain't got shit to do with what the fuck just happened, bro.
Right.
Like that man's son died, and it might have been, let's just say it was a clear assassination attempt, some fucked up shit. That ain't had shit to do with that man being a traffic fucking guard at a college, bro.
I agree. I agree.
That man got a family to go home to. That man got kids, a wife, or whatever. Even if he had a dog to go home to, you don't got the right to take none of that shit. And what made me so mad the most, it's like, all right, check this out. If you want to have that opinion, like, man, it's whatever. If it's up, it's up. They do it to us all the time, bro. You can't beat them people, boy.
No.
You understand that? We don't stand a chance in fucking hell. If everybody just said, all right, cool, we gonna go at it forever, eye for an eye, bro, we gonna run out of people. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have the resources. You don't have man, I heard that man Charleston White say something, bro. And he said a lot of crazy shit, but if you're able to think, you can kind of see his points. You feel me? Very intelligent dude. That man said, excuse me, he said that black people should go back to slavery, right? That's the shock value in what he says, right? So the dude was like, nah, they can't put us back in slavery. He said, bullshit. He said, it'd be easy as hell to put us back in slavery. He said, man, if they cut our water off and our food off, niggas will stand in line to go get their portion. He said, I give niggas 2 weeks for they stand in a single file line to go back to slavery.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about what that nigga said. He said, man, I give you about 2-3 weeks, but niggas don't have no food, no water, no electricity, and you will stand in line to go get your ration. And that shit made me feel, just as a human, I'm like, God damn. Like, is it that simple? Like, to think that it's that simple.
It is.
If they just all got together and say, man, we really don't like y'all, let's do this. What the you get what I'm saying? Like, that shit threw me off so bad, bro.
And the system is designed that way, though. It's designed to be able to press a button and get your obedience in a heartbeat.
And then it wouldn't be nothing you could do about it.
In a heartbeat. And my thing, too, though, right? If you're going to do something like that, right, do it to his family. Do it like the cop that did it.
Thank you.
It's easy to figure out who his family is.
I would have understood. And
Yeah,
I don't wish
burn
death
his
on,
house down.
Right. And I don't wish death on nobody's children.
Right. But if you're going to do it.
But if you kill my kid, if I can't get to you, an eye for an eye would be a kid for a kid. Correct? Not an innocent person. And I'm not condoning killing nobody's
A
kid.
uniform get you killed.
Right.
Come Come on, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
But come on, man.
Yeah,
And you
no.
thought that was getting back or standing on business, as they say, like, bro, that was cowardly to me, bro. Anybody could have did that, bro. You want to be a savage, go get the dude. And one dude was like, how you gonna find them? Niggas can't, Zimmerman still out here, niggas can't find them. That nigga Zimmerman went on tour, my boy.
Yeah.
And still in the public, grabbing his produce like it ain't nothing.
Come on, man. You could probably Google that nigga.
I seen
address.
somebody on Instagram say what he should have did was looked up a cop with a bunch of complaints in his area, like known for like
Right.
fucking with, black people.
Had a
and
history.
Probably should have took one of them out or go find one of the dudes that, killed one of the stores. Which don't make it no better, but it makes kind of more sense.
Like you
took a
started at
random
least
person.
understand the rationale behind
Right. This is just a random.
Right.
That dude probably wasn't even no real cop for real. He probably wasn't he just a cop at the university?
I think he was actually a sheriff,
Oh,
but I
okay,
think he was
okay,
just
okay.
doing, you know how they take side jobs and stuff like that. I think he just took a traffic gig. But just in general, I just think that was cap. But I tell you what part I don't, I do agree with. They started a GoFundMe for him, whatever he was going to use the money for, whether it was lawyer fees or whatever. And then GoFundMe took it down, right? They sent a complaint, the sheriff sent a letter and all that shit, though. I do disagree with that, though. Like, there's a white lady. I have her name here. Let me share her name. If you racist, I should share your
Shit,
name.
they done had GoFundMe's for all kinds of bullshit.
Man, come on, man.
That don't come down. Zimmerman had a GoFundMe hell
Yeah, facts.
Why he doesn't get
and raised dumb money.
Do you remember there was a white lady? I don't know if you've seen the clip going around on Twitter. Her name is Shiloh Hendricks. But anyway, she went viral for there was a 5-year-old kid in the park, and I guess she got upset at the kid and she called him a nigga. They put the phone in her face and she openly said nigga again. You feel me? Then she said her family was being harassed, lost job, all that, whatever. But they raised $500,000 for that lady on a Christian site, on like a Christian GoFundMe. And they gave her, so if her GoFundMe is up, why you gonna take down homies GoFundMe though? And I'm not approving of nothing he did. I clearly just stood against what that nigga decided to do. But if you can have a GoFundMe and make $500,000 for just being a fucking blatant racist, then who are you to take this man money for his lawyer fees? Yeah. So that's the part that but that's just something, it bothered me, man. And I hate when people ask me my opinion and then when I don't side with y'all, it's like, oh, here this nigga go. Bitch, you asked me for my fucking opinion.
Yeah, people don't want your opinion though. I always say think free as long as you agree with me.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Motherfuckers don't be wanting to hear what you really got to say. They want you to agree with them, and when you don't, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I don't really give my opinion. I just be kind of quiet. Try to stay quiet as often as I can.
But that's crazy. I said the same thing though. Like even if he had killed that other cops, somebody from his family, I would have understood that. But hurting somebody randomly, bro, I'm always stand for righteousness, bro. Hurting innocent people, that shit ain't, bro. That ain't the move. And if we ever gonna get to a better spot, like we ain't even get to this spot that we are today as black people by violence, homie. We got here by thinking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And if we ever gonna get to the next level, it's gonna be by thinking. You get what I'm saying? Even when these people go to war, like these countries and stuff like that, they go to war with a purpose. Like if we win this war, we have a purpose for this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna win this war and then implement this. Black people, it's like, bro, if we win the war, what we gonna implement? You think we got a government? You think we got a system? We just turn around and turn on each other. So I'm not for none of that hurting of innocent people. But anyway, shifting gears on that too. Another common thing that's been going around that I had a weird take on was Shannon Sharp, my dog. Mm-hmm. How y'all feel about my boy Shannon?
Frame.
Okay.
You say what you say, lame?
No,
framed.
Oh,
framed.
No.
Oh, framed.
Okay. Yeah, he been framed, man.
Yeah, no, I support that. But what about the old man with the young woman though? That's cool. The age gap cool.
I got a daughter. So, damn.
You got a daughter?
Yeah.
I
know about your son.
I was having this conversation the other day, bro. I just think we so selective, like in when we want to be an outrage, bro. Mm-hmm. Like we have 18-year-old women getting skeeted on and ravaged and porn, mm-hmm. right, by 40 and 50-year-old white men on camera. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Yeah. Done the worst way. We got 18-year-olds stripping. You feel me? For 70 and 80-year-old men, right? Mm-hmm. But the second outside of those situations, the way you see an older man with a younger woman, Now it's a problem. I'm like, bro, you can't have selective outrage, bro. You gotta like if you angry about it, be angry about it all across the board. If you got a problem with that, stay your ass out the strip club. If you got a problem with that, stop watching porn. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like, bro, once you set the rules, bro, and say this is how old you got to be to get in, bro. That's how old you got to be to get in. You feel
So
me?
there's no age gap that creeps you out.
Yes, but that's just personal preference. You feel me?
What's yours? I'm just curious.
An age gap to creep me out. I think an 18-year-old fucking with a 50-year-old man is a little. That's bizarre, bro. To me.
So 50 to 18. So if I'm 50 and she 18, that's weird.
Yeah, man. That's like that give me vibe like lure you to the white van with candy vibes. That's what it give me like.
Well, I better paint my van then. What's your age gap?
Damn, man, y'all, this shit here crazy.
My boy said I better paint my van. What kind of candy you got in there?
Shit, the Zappos.
What?
You know the ones that you the candy that you suck in to get a little it pop in your mouth like the Pop Rocks.
Oh, Pop Rock.
Yeah,
I
they call
had one of them
Zappos.
last year.
What, ain't no
this
Zappo?
year. At
Yeah,
the truck stop.
Yeah.
It's like a little, it's like a little circle
I
candy.
wish your boy
with
could
like the
find it
powder
and
in
post
the middle.
Zappo. Yeah.
I just had
That
one
what you
of them
got?
at the
You got
truck stop.
Zappos and what
Yeah,
else?
because they ain't never had them in a ring pop.
Damn. Well, let me answer the question, man.
Hold on, I got more questions about you. You working out the back doors of the van or out the window?
Hey, what you mean?
Like you busting out the back door of the van or you working out the window? You handing your
hanging out
candy
that
out the window or you opening you got the sliding door van or you got the back doors?
No, it's the back door van. No, the sliding door probably. Sliding door.
That'd be extra creepy.
Well, got to be the sliding door. Would it gut it out? Because the couch in the back.
I just found out about a van on Instagram, bro. What they call it? The
fan bus or whatever.
yes.
That shit ain't real, dog.
I know it ain't real, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying that's the vibe you give me when you talk about your van is the fan bus.
Yeah. Now, what's your age? What's your
I'm gonna say like 15 years. That's
like
strange.
15 years apart?
Yeah.
So if 50, 35?
There's
some money involved.
Yeah, I don't think it's an age gap, bro. I think it's more so when you're a developed adult and there's an undeveloped adult involved in the situation, like 18, bro. I just feel like like what we
Bro, I know some grown, underdeveloped people, bro.
I understand that too.
That nigga Boo was 28 when he told me to go order a manager special from McDonald's, and I hate myself every day. Listen, I hate myself every day for that shit. I knew like that. You know what a manager special
What is a manager
man? That
special?
nigga told me, bro. I hate myself. Listen, I hate myself every day for this, brother.
Yeah.
I was outside, bro. I'm kicking it with my partners, bro. This is a crackhead dude. Like he you know, his name was Boo. You know, Boo was like a healthy crackhead though. Nigga had muscles. Like he a race and a heartbeat. Like he was one of them crackheads that could hang around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, everybody was smoking. That man was like, bro, we was talking about food. We like, he's like, man, you got to get a manager special. So I'm like, bro, what a manager special is? I ain't never heard of that. I'm a fat nigga, so like, what that is? He's like, man, that's a Big Mac with quarter pound of meat on it. I'm like, but that sounds good as a motherfucker. Right? It's called, see what I'm saying? That sounds good to you on the big ass nigga.
No, I'm just, you threw me off.
Yeah, it threw me off too though, but I had to go get it though. So I'm like, all right, cool, a manager special. He said, yeah, it ain't on the menu. You got to go, you know what I'm saying? So the next time I smoked and I'm by myself, I passed the McDonald's. I was like, bro, I'm finna get that manager
shot.
Well, I pulled my dumb ass up to that motherfucking window, dog. And that bitch said, can I help you? I said, yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get a manager special. This one made me so mad, bro. She said, what is that? I explained that to the bitch in there. Do you understand how stupid that is, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was gonna be like, oh, the manager special. I just drove off, bro.
Damn.
I hated it. The fact that I listened to a 28-year-old crackhead.
Right.
and
Yeah,
the
you
fact that
wild.
I went up there. Yeah,
You
that's
wild.
wild, though. So my bad, though. They are underdeveloped.
Yeah, there are, but I will say
adults.
this though. I think though, right? I think when the personality matches the age, that's when it gets weird. I can see because I've dealt with a lot of old dodo birds. Like you 28 and dumb, but at least you're 28. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I know your body developed, your mind ain't gonna never be developed if you ain't developed at 28.
1000%.
You're just good for what you're good for.
Yeah.
But when it's like I feel like your mind isn't developed because of your age, you feel me? That's when it gets just weird for me personally.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't really got much to say to an 18-year-old, bro. And I know you don't either.
I'm not here to say nothing to
I
him.
know you're not. That's what I said.
and that's the thing that just trips me out. It's like, and listen, when I say these opinions, bro, if we're gonna redo this podcast and start over, I want everybody to understand like the difference between me on this podcast and me in real life. I personally don't give a fuck about none of this shit in real life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you do what you want to do, cool. I'm gonna live how I want to live, cool. You're like, you don't have to believe me, listen to me, it change nothing. But just, I always think from like the just the basic point of view, right? And it's like, what do they have in common? Pussy, nigga. That's what they got in common.
For sure.
Only reason why this be an issue. See, this how I get.
Nah, go ahead. Go and jump off the cliff.
Anybody, the only reason why there's nobody more racist in the world than white men and black women. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Listen,
go for that.
Nobody hates interracial couples more than white men and black women, right?
Agreed.
So the fact that this is a black dude, because they like, oh, if you go get you a black girl, bitch, you know, black women been running these niggas through child support ringers and shit for years, bro. What are you talking about?
That's why with the whole situation, the race didn't matter to me.
Right. So I'm like,
it didn't matter.
That don't matter. And then they like, well, what does he see in this person? Nigga, a young, the shit you try to be, the lip fillers that you go get, the BBL that you get, the tummy tuck that you got, that's what he see.
That's why I ain't mad at him, because it's just like, bro, it was transactional.
Right.
You feel me? You want some paper, you want to be taken care of. I'm an old nigga, I want some young pussy. It's prostitution.
Nothing's better than the tummy that don't have to tuck, my boy. It's a wonderful thing, bro. What are they talking about? And would I love to be married with somebody I can bounce ideas off of? Sure. I hope that I get married to an old bitch. But in the case I don't, what you think I might have? Let's just say I'm free, brother. Okay, another example. You got some money, right? You got some money. And I pull up in a car, 1980. Mm-hmm. And I pull up in a 2025 Bentley. Which car you want, my boy?
You want the Bentley.
You do want the Bentley. Even if you get the old car, it come with an explanation, right? Mm-hmm. If you pull up in, oh, that's a 1987, so this happened. This
was going to speak for us.
Come on, man, right. I ain't trying to pull up with no old bitch and explain, give her a story. I'm with this bitch because she fuck all that.
You see this bitch around with her.
When I pull up with my young bitch, I just get daps and hugs because they know what's happening with me, right? This is what I'm with. So that's all I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong. I hate to say it like that because it comes off offensive. I get it. But it is what it is, bro. And it happens in every, like literally, bro. I have in my phone, just age gaps. George Clooney is 17 years older than his wife, brother. Another old man with a young woman. That man, Jason Statham, do you know the nigga who always, he was the beekeeper and all that shit? That man is 20 years older than his wife. Everybody know Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta. They are 25 years apart. Alex Baldwin is 26 years apart from his wife. Dennis Quaid is 39 years. Mick Jagger is 43 years away from his wife. And Bill Belichick is 73. And this is my favorite one, bro. Because people like to say, oh, grow up and get you somebody you could do. Bill Belichick is commonly known for no nonsense, no bullshit. Bill Belichick don't like none of the foolishness that go on in the world. Mm-hmm. He probably don't even have social media for all I know. I don't know if he do. If he does have social media, somebody else running that motherfucker, right? That man, old lady, 24, man.
Yeah, for sure. But my thing is like if like you say, bro, if you out here free and you have access to something, bro, why not choose something? Because at the end of the day, especially when you got that kind of bag and you in that position, bro, you not out here like single, fucking like potential wives. You just
are you
having
looking
fun.
for love at that age?
No, you just having a good time.
Yeah, if I find it, great. Yeah,
but that's and I'm sure if Shannon were to get in a relationship, it wouldn't be with an 18-year-old. He just out here fucking, bro. He having a good time. And so it's like I get it.
And it's amazing how fast. Just a year and a half ago, that nigga was gay. Let everybody tell it. A year and a half ago, that man went from being gay to a rapist, bro. Like just that fast.
That's a hell of a transition, boy.
Man, come on, bro. How can I go from being?
I don't believe the allegations, though.
I don't know, but it's women who seek this out. Bill Belichick, old lady, had a boyfriend before him, and he was 64. And ironically enough, this nigga's the CEO of old folks' homes. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it's women who seek this out, bro. It's not just not just the old head predator on young women. They see a nigga with some money too.
Bro, you named all them people, bro, and you ain't named the ultimate, bro. Like we just watched Hugh Hefner have a fucking a brothel of
years.
18-year-olds
for
years, and you were praised for it, and you your house became the place to be.
All your favorite
Yeah.
athletes and entertainers was
Pulling
in
up
there.
on 8, nobody said a word. That's why I said we have selective outrage, bro, and it's weird to me, bro. It's weird. We have selective outrage. We watch R. Kelly go to jail, right, for shit that we watched him. Like when R. Kelly was pissing on them girls when we was in high school, bro, right? He was doing this shit when we was in high school. Right. This same shit that we watched on tape in high school, the tape leaked way back then, right? Come all the way back around in the 2020s,
Right.
and you go to jail for it. But then we have Charlie Sheen in an interview saying he knowingly had sex with women unprotected, knowing he had HIV, and he's still around here living his best life.
Yeah.
It's just like selective outrage, bro. It's just weird to me, bro. It's weird.
I gotta start thinking rich. So I take back my age gap.
What it is now.
It ain't one.
Hmm.
Well, legal.
You just talked about the age gap.
Yeah, good.
No, he
I'm happy
did
for you.
because I gotta start thinking rich.
Yeah.
Because when I'm fit, because I will see 70.
At 270, you will.
That's neither here nor there. I'm definitely diving in something low 20s.
But see, this the problem.
1000%.
This is why I got an issue with it though, is that everybody has an opinion on something until that thing shows up on their doorstep. Every nigga and every female talk about an age gap until somebody.
If my daughter, hold on,
until
I got a
somebody
daughter.
they want pop up on their doorstep. That's that age.
I know what
I got a daughter.
Me too.
If my daughter's 18 years old and she say, "Dad, I want you to meet my boyfriend,"
He fought it too.
and he 42, that nigga better be richer than me.
But I can go for that.
He better be richer than
I can go
me,
for that.
and don't put your hands on him.
That's
and
all
I-
you. That's
And I'm
all
gonna let her
you can
go.
really ask at the
And I'm
end
gonna
of
let
the
her
day.
go.
But I would prefer. Do you believe my daughter 18 right now though, brother? And let me
because
not say prefer. The reason why I say this is because let's say I met a dude my age, right? And he showed up with my daughter though, because people love to be like, "What would you do with your daughter?" Okay, cool. Do you remember where you was as a young man in a
You a
relationship?
wild nigga. I would much rather my daughter date a nigga my age
Yeah.
than
Thank
that
you,
young
dog.
nigga I would.
And I ain't saying it because
'Cause
of
we
this
try- we-
podcast. That's a
yeah.
real answer, man.
No, that's a real
Bro,
answer. That's a
yes.
real answer.
That's a real
My
answer.
sister, but God rest her soul, my sister passed, but I can remember my sister showing up at my mom's house. She was 18, 19 years old, and she showed up with I think buddy was like 36, 37 at the time. And my mom embraced him with open arms. It's because she already knew, like, this is a man. He gonna handle you a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna go through the same thing you would with any other man, but it's a different type of treatment.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's just like what was a 19-year-old boy gonna do with her?
Bucking.
Yeah.
You don't
Give
even
you
know
an
how to
STD.
treat facts. You don't even know how to treat a woman at 19.
Nah,
bro.
you just y'all
Right.
you just fucking on her.
Yeah, and then if you want to be like really, I try not to think about this when it comes to my kid, but if you just looking it back when you was 18, man, you was dogging something out, man, when you were fucking. You wasn't trying to be passionate with nothing. And
Straight
No
jail.
feeling,
with nothing.
just
Come on, man.
Jail 6. That's it. That's all it was.
Just fact.
Nigga didn't know how to do one speed.
That's
fast.
it.
Hold on. What? Hold on. I'm bothered about that. Jail.
A
Sex?
nigga fresh out of jail, bro. That's
Oh,
what. Yeah,
oh.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, like
You
yeah,
threw
like-
me
fresh out of
left.
jail.
You threw me left.
Yeah, thank you for letting me correct that. Nigga
Okay,
fresh
yeah.
out of jail.
Bo,
That's what they
hey,
call that.
I was
Yeah.
going to excuse myself.
you got an album coming out. I
I got
I get it. But
Yeah,
nah, facts
yeah.
though. So it's like I understand now though, bro. Like, you know, even if she do come. But here's another thing I get on people about. Y'all have such a problem with this age gap thing, and I do too. I don't believe nobody should be with no minor. I do think it's if you with a minor of any kind, I support whatever come your way, bro. Whatever negativity you get, jail time, whatever. Two things that I like to focus on. Number one, rape and sexual assault is not a cash out, brother. Nothing drives me more than that. These niggas be getting accused of rape and sexual assault and
Nobody want justice.
jail time.
Nobody want justice.
Fact, bro,
It's straight for a check.
if you was raped, where you get what I'm saying?
Nobody that was-
it's a crime to rape
Yeah,
somebody.
nobody that was really raped is thinking about a bag first.
Right. Well, let me not say that because maybe there's some people that just like if you got $1 million, you could have asked to rape me. I don't know. you just, but listen. All jokes aside, not to offend nobody, that's how I take it though.
Yeah.
If you get raped and you don't file no charges, bro, it's a criminal charge. Speaking of daughter, if my daughter ever gets sexually assaulted, that's a criminal charge.
Mm-hmm.
Either we gonna take it to court and file it criminally, or I'm gonna handle it and I'm gonna be in criminal
Right,
court.
and you ain't asking for no money.
Right, and I don't care nothing about no money. But if you take this $10 million, that was your price for your. You get what I'm saying?
Cause boy, I
Real.
don't know a slice of coochie out here.
Come on, man. It's somebody driving around right now in a rape Ferrari. It is
facts.
It is.
Right.
There's somebody right now pulling up with bags and Gucci sunglasses
That's
and a
a fact.
Ferrari from rape.
And that's crazy. And that's crazy. Like it seemed like most of the encounters they had were consensual, right? And it seemed like from the messages, I don't know. I'm just going by what we see.
Right.
From the messages, it seemed like it was a few hiccups.
Yeah.
And it's like you asking for 50 M's.
Come on.
Somebody you've been willingly smashing for
After
years.
your $100 million podcast thing
Right.
come out.
Is that where the age, acting your age comes in?
Yeah. Now he deserves a stupid tax. If you deal with certain type of women,
Yes.
I'm not completely absolving him. I'm just saying I don't
Right.
believe that he took something unwillingly. I mean, you can look at their conversations. Put your baby gravy in me, and who the fuck
Yeah.
talk like that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess I don't want to get choked, Shannon. Like, are you trying to set me up?
Right.
So he
And why
deserves
would
an idiot tax.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. That's why I said like I don't feel bad for what's happening to him.
No.
But it's still wild. You feel me? I understand what's going on, but why would you put yourself in that situation?
Facts.
Is the question.
Yeah, you got too much going
Yeah,
on.
bro.
so I
Like
get
you
that.
like, and it's funny though because this is somebody who you listen to have takes on Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
You listen to him have takes on other people who have made these mistakes, and you saying, brother, like, why would you put yourself in those positions? Why you ain't covering your tracks? Why you ain't just have one massage therapist? It's like you got all. That's why I say, bro, everybody got a solution until it's them in that situation.
Yep.
Everybody saying they wouldn't smash something 19 until that 19-year-old
19.
fire pull up on you.
Yeah, facts.
You feel me? So it's just like, yeah, bro, let me see you run the gauntlet first, then you can have an opinion. But like, yeah, bro, I've been watching him since first. I've been watching him.
It's easy when a bunch of 19-year-olds don't want an old nigga. I would never do that. I bet your ass would.
Chris Rock had the best joke ever when Chris Rock said that when he was talking about Bill Clinton getting head from Monica Lewinsky, and he was talking about one of the people in the White House saying, I would never do this. He said, ain't nobody trying to suck your dick. That's why you would never. You feel me? So I think that's what happens in a lot of cases. But it's just like I've been watching this man for 8-9 years on TV, and I've watched his take on different people, and then when it pop out, I'm like, how could you be so stupid, bro? Like, you clearly know better.
Right.
You feel me? You clearly know, and I think sometimes that money, bro, cloud your vision, and you start feeling invincible. I think bro just start feeling himself, and he start feeling like he was invincible. And it's just, I think another thing that's kind of blowing me too, though, is just like, you start to realize, bro, that like, I think when you watch somebody on TV for a long time, we build a perception of how we see people and how we think about them, and then something like this pop out, and you're like, "Damn, bro! Like, what type of nigga is you, bro?
He a
You
wild,
like,
wild
wild,
boy, though.
weird old nigga, bro.
1,000%.
Yeah, bro. Like,
1,000%.
yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, that shit just threw me for a loop. And then
Probably
what bothered me
something.
more than anything in all this is that the nigga sitting across from you on your show with you.
Oh my God, Stephen A. Oh, bro, listen, I defended Stephen A. in so many issues, dog.
Man.
That nigga, bro, I'm done. I can't, dog.
So-
That man went on
straight sucker.
TV, bro. That man went on TV. I kid you not, bro. Go to his podcast. That man said, "This is why you don't have to worry about me. I don't never put myself in these situations." And I'm like, bro, who
What
the
are you
fuck
talking about?
asked you?
Right, bro. I'm
Like-
your dog, right? You got a case pending. I come on Anxiety Issues podcast
Right.
and say, yeah, 12 gonna be out for a minute. You know, the show was number one before he got here.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
still gonna
it's
be.
still gonna be number one because we was number one before he got here. I know he brings a lot to the show, but it's gonna be number one when he got here. But I don't condone anything that he's being accused of. I don't make the rules. Your boy might have to get rid of him, and I have nothing to do with that.
Right.
And I wouldn't put myself in that situation, and I can't believe that he would. Like, bro, shut the fuck up,
Bro, please, bro.
bro. Do the podcast, bro.
But that's that envy though. Like, but Buddy want all the Shannon sponsors. I want that $100 million podcast deal. I want that clout.
He
that
brought
you
him
got,
in.
bro.
He brought him in because he was jealous of him. My thing is like I watch you on another network, right? It's a such thing, bro. Is that to where somebody will bring you and put you on, but they put you on for them. I bring you Big Bone and say, "Hey, Big Bone is an artist that I got, right? He's super talented. You can have him, right?" And I'm only doing it not because I care about Big Bone, but I want to be able to say I'm the one that brought him to you.
Facts.
People, you watch this all the time. Like if somebody will send you an album and be like, when they send it to you, it's like, "Oh, I'm the one put him on there."
Get facts.
It's like,
Facts.
bro, like I tell people all the time, I don't really like feel like excited if somebody want to take a picture with me because I know the picture ain't about me.
Right.
It's about their own ego. You feel me? Like Donald Trump will come in town and everybody claim to hate him, but the second the opportunity come to take
They
a
gonna
picture
take a
with him,
picture
you're gonna
with
take
him.
a picture because it's something you can use for clout to gain your own. That's why you see every day on social media, all you see is people posting other people's videos and porn number, and they getting the views for it. You feel me? It ain't none of your. This ain't none of your work. This is not your content, but you getting credit for it because you're reposting it.
1000%.
Yeah, so it's just like that's what he did, bro. He brought that man on the first take for his own ego, so he can say, "I'm the one that put Shannon in position to get this deal. I'm the one that did all this." But the whole time he's sitting across from him, envying him, bro. You can tell he did.
I have rooted. Yeah, I have rooted for Stephen A. in a lot of situations, but I just said some wild shit. I said at one point in time that man Stephen A. did more for black people than Obama. So
I remember.
I have
It's on the
supported,
podcast.
right? I have supported this man, but that was it, bro. I said, bro, that was the lamest shit I had. Hey, did you do the videos? Are they up to be played? Or the ones that I sent you? I want to play. We'll do them back to back real quick, and then we'll close out after this though. It's Tracy Ellis Ross and it's Joy Taylor. You know who Tracy Ellis Ross is, I'm sure, right? You young, so you might not know. Do you know who Diana Ross is?
I know who Diana Ross.
Okay. Tracy Ellis Ross is her daughter. So she about 50 something too though. She fine. Girlfriends. The light skin.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one is Joy Taylor. I assume you know Joy Taylor from I know you know, but
I'm horrible
speak for
with
yourself.
names.
It's Jason Taylor. I'll show you a picture. She fine as hell though, but she about 38, 39. So I'm gonna play you Joy's real quick. It's a little long, and then we'll cut hers and then play Tracy. Whichever one you want to play first. It don't matter. All right. Oh, I only have. I sent you the other one by through the email. Want me to text it to you? The other one. You go ahead and play Joy.
What you was finna say about Joy Taylor? She related to who?
Jason Taylor, the DN for the Miami.
They
Brother and sister.
man, get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
No
Swear to
clue.
God. Mm-hmm.
Had no clue.
Brother and sister, dog.
Wow. Yeah, I had no clue. That's crazy.
You speak old.
Who that?
You.
I am old, nigga. The fuck?
No clue.
That's one thing I don't never want to be as young again. I don't like, bro, this shit a privilege, bro. I got wisdom, bro. I embrace it. You feel me?
No,
and I just think that's the problem with old niggas now. Old niggas don't want to be old. Old niggas want to be young.
What's
Nigga.
old in his speech? What he said that was old?
No clue. Just like that. Just
like young niggas don't say no clue.
hell no.
I haven't a clue.
What nigga in his 30s say? You ask him a question. I have no clue. No, hell no.
What circles you running,
I
man?
haven't the slightest.
You hang around a lot of white boys too. I'm sure you heard no clue before.
Not in my age. Like Harry will say no clue.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, we just
11, Harry 11. That's something he'll say.
All right, listen. Can y'all hear it?
Like Future.
Yes.
You might have cut up a little bit.
What's the age limit
Age limit?
as far as youth to older? What's the youngest to the oldest? Like, what's your range?
Tell myself right now. I would say right now, at my age right now. Yeah, I would not date younger than 25, 26.
That's a good
Why
one.
you laughing?
Why is that funny?
No, because I thought she was going to be on
I
some,
thought you would
usually
say-
I thought she was going to be on some like 35 to 50.
Me
Oh,
too.
shit.
Oh no, I
36,
mean I don't think
Oh,
I could.
okay.
I don't know. I'm
So
not
you
gonna
would say,
get up.
would you
I'm
date?
not gonna get up here and lie. Okay, young men are very aggressive and they do not care how old I am. And
Wait,
they,
but Joy, I have to ask you because this is a whole thing with
Listen to
women.
what she
Women
says
say
about
that these
grown
young
man.
men are really.
25 is grown. I
but
agree.
They're saying
Nah,
that.
you ain't about to have me out here on
No,
some
no,
bullshit.
no, no,
25
no.
is a grown ass
They're
man.
saying 25-year-old men are where it's at. All the
Oh.
older women, that's what I'm trying to say. The women that I've been talking to, like in their 30s, late 30s, they're like, yo, these younger men, they come, they're intentional, they come with it, they're like not playing around. They want to date you, they like treat you like you're a goddess, they appreciate you, they talk life into you. Like I am hearing that these younger men from all these women, they are where it's
Women
at.
sure
I've
know how to
never
sell
dated
some
a younger
bullshit,
man
boy.
before, no. I've never wanted to.
They're telling the
but like
truth.
at this point, they're talking about
Is this the truth after dark? They're telling the truth.
This is what I'm
Telling the
hearing. And even
But
the
I
ones-
don't like. It's 20. I don't want to be clear here because I'm not. I don't like 25 is a grown.
you can
it's
play
a grown
Tracy's
man.
now.
Okay, you're not. Don't.
That was her take. Now just listen. We'll do it all together. Just listen to Tracy. Right behind it, selling some bullshit.
Just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that. But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, and I have no interest in it. And
Okay. I'll start with her and work my way backwards. Now, the reason why I bring this up in relation to Shannon Sharpe has nothing to do with the sexual assault allegations. It's just the outrage from age range when you see a guy with a younger woman, right? So now you see two successful women talking about they prefer younger men, right? I just love how shit is packaged, right? So when a guy likes a younger woman, it's what do they have in common? Why would you even talk to someone that age? What do you see in this person, right? It's just all sexual and you have no business being with this person, right? How old is Tracy Ellis Ross? Like, she got to be in her 50s.
She's like 50-something.
Yeah, 50. So like, she up there, bro. That woman said, men my age have been rooted in toxic masculinity. Now, we just sat here and talked about how you mature as you get older, right? She's saying that young men, bro, 20-year-old men are more mature in a relationship, less toxic than men in their 50s, bro.
Bro, this is the thing. All I heard was when those clips were playing was like, I think women have this ability to make whatever suits their agenda or whatever they feel comfortable with sound like something more than what it is. You feel me? I would have respected it more if both of them would have just said, I like young niggas because they're going to blow my back out.
1,000%.
I would have respected it more.
Because that's the answer.
That's the answer. Because it's like you're trying to cover it with, Joy was closer to it. She just basically was saying, like, I like younger men. Younger men love me. You feel me? Because I do think this, though, right? I think an older woman for a younger man, especially a successful younger man, is like a fetish thing. It's like a catch. It's something we chase. We all wanted that old motherfucker, old fine motherfucker with the bag when we was little, just on some fetish shit. Not necessarily because you preferred it sexually, but it was just like, niggas, it's a good story, right? And for younger women, it's the same with an older man that got a bag in a sense. But it's like it works the same way in reverse because an older man with a bag want a bad young motherfucker who gonna go crazy.
Yes.
You feel me? So I just think at the end of the day, if we just call a spade, bro, it's a sexual thing, bro.
1,000%.
Yeah, with an older man, it's like I want a younger woman because sex. Right. And with an older woman that's going for a younger man, you want a younger man because sex.
I think women are real good at putting sugar on shit.
That's what they both just did.
But convincing you that it ain't shit.
They're excellent.
Yeah, it didn't work.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
That's what I got from that. Like you said.
I mean,
motherfucker got big words and they slick with
the older men are controlling. No, like, bro, when you a certain age, bro, I'm not with the.
You can't be with the bullshit.
I'm not with the bullshit. That ain't like you supposed to not be with the bullshit. And the other girl was like, "Oh, younger men, they pour into you. What the fuck do a 25-year-old nigga got?"
They pour some dick in you.
That's exactly what they pour in.
That's what they pour in you. Yes. They pour some dick in you.
That's exactly.
That's all they got to pour in you,
bro.
And ain't no younger
they
nigga.
Speak life into me.
Yeah, I bet they do.
That's what she said, bro. They talk life in them. Yeah. No, they talk you through that nut. That's what the fuck they talk.
That's exactly what they do.
Right.
Yeah, and I just like it. I think when you're in a certain space, and they're like, I think with a lot of women I've dealt with, I think they like. People have a way they see themselves, right? And they'll do anything to protect the image that they're trying to like put out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like when instead of just saying I just like fucking young niggas, I gotta paint it to still so I can maintain my character that I got here and still get by with what I'm doing. When bro, just say what it is.
And it's their own character they paint because we as men don't give a fuck.
Don't give a
bro,
fuck.
I get it. Young men pursue different than older men pursue. I'm only gonna do so much chasing at this age. I ain't got the time for that shit. But when you young, of course it feels good to an older woman to have this young man after you. You know what I'm saying? When a young nigga be after something, he be on it. You feel me?
100%.
Texting all the time, sure want to
That's
do
like
something all the time.
Curry's wife. Remember when she was?
That drove me crazy. I know exactly.
But she was like, I'm not really cheating, but it lets me know I still got it. That the younger dude
Everybody got
was
ego.
admiring her and shit like that.
Yeah, we all have egos, bro. Women have them too, and everybody like to have their ego stroke. But then everybody want to deny the fact that they like to have their ego stroke. And I think when men get to a certain age, some parts of that dies. And I think as women get older, they need that ego stroke more because I think women are rooted in being beautiful and looking a certain way. And when that starts to fade, you feel me? You still want to feel something.
Yeah.
You feel me? And with us, we really ain't like entertaining that part. You feel me, motherfucker? We trying to keep shit together. And a young nigga being attracted to you kind of feeds
Makes
that part of
you
you. You feel me? Makes you
1000%.
still feel like you got it. Yeah. So
I think older men are chose way more versus an older woman being chose by a younger dude.
But that's 1,000% true. But that's because we're more, and that's not to diss women. It's just we're more realistic. Number one, we're comfortable with being told what we're not good at. Men always, whether you're overweight, too short, not enough money, we've been told that our whole life. So the older you get, you've come to terms with what you have and what you don't have. So you maximize the things that you have. I know I don't have it like I used to, but do you need help with these bills? They still hidden, and I got you with that though. You feel me? So a younger woman is more attracted to being with a man who is more financially stable, who could take some of these, because I really know what you want. Like that fun shit is cool when we was young, dating and fucking all that, but I really know it feel good to get that car note paid. I know
right, for sure. And then on top of that, you got somebody to come drill the fuck out of you if I ain't doing it. You still good on that front too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm just like, it's like, I
if
think,
I'm paying the whoa.
yeah,
If I'm paying the car note, somebody else can come. What you saying?
yeah, somebody gonna, they still fucking.
No. And I'm paying the car note?
Yeah, not you ain't gonna know it, but they still fucking.
I got a homeboy
definitely
going through that
gonna
right there.
I think I'm definitely gonna know.
Yeah, for real. I put an air tag in that pussy. I got to know.
That what you better do.
Like it's gonna be there.
Yeah, you better put an air tag in it, boy.
Nah, I got to know.
Yeah,
You threw me off with that one though.
Yeah, nah, they
nobody
still-
else can come.
Yeah, you can pay that
Unless
car.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna cut it.
Pay that car note and can't fuck.
Nah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be there while he fucking you. I'm gonna critique it. Yeah. So when he go too far, hey, bro, that's too. Hey,
Too much.
back a little bit of that up out of there. Yeah. Nah, I got to be there. That ain't. Yeah. But older women though, y'all got to come to terms with some bullshit. I heard. And I'm done after this. I heard. You know, you see all these women. There's a new crop of women coming out all the time, and I saw this. What's her name? Halle Berry. Halle Berry been fine forever though. You know what I'm saying? And I saw her on a clip say she was diagnosed with dry vaginosis. Did you see that clip? You never saw that though?
God bless her.
That's the biggest crock of shit I ever seen too though, bro. Let me tell you something. Listen, when you wonder why a fine woman don't get chose or keep getting left, bro, that pussy just been trash. A STD, right? Is what is trichinosis, gonorrhea,
Right.
Like any disease got like a doctor name. No doctor was like dry vaginosis. That's not a.
Pussy
you get what I'm
been
saying?
trash.
Come on, man. No doctor came up with dry vaginosis, bro.
pussy
You ever
just
had
ain't
like a
good.
kid and you bought a dog and like, what you gonna name it? She's like, doggy. You like, no, you got to pick a name.
Right.
She's like, no, doggy is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You just got dry pussy and you came up with your own terminology.
What's
for
that
it.
dry vaginosis?
That's not a diagnosis. my boy. That's not on your doctor
I'm
sheet.
telling you, they know how to put a name on some trash, on
Come
some
on,
bullshit
man.
now.
Yeah, bro, you got to wrap it up though. But hey, man, listen. That's all I got, man. It does feel good to be back. Big Bone, I'm glad to have you back on too.
Appreciate it.
I wish.
Just end it.
Huh?
Just end it.
No. I got to say.
Just end it, man.
I got to say one thing though. You got a couple choices. You get to make. You got a couple choices you get to make. Like, I know you're on your weight loss journey, and I support that. I'm on my weight loss journey too.
Yeah.
But there is a fork in the road.
You're doing the same thing I was telling you earlier, bro. How somebody like be trying to coddle you when they about to tell you some shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on my weight loss journey too.
No,
bro.
I am though. I am.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm not
it's
like
not the same journey.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
just
the same.
relax.
I don't know though. That man might live longer than me though. I'm sure I got worse habits than you have. That's a fact though. There's a fork in the road that all people of your size have to come to terms with at some point, brother.
Let me hear it.
If you lose a certain amount of weight, you have a certain amount of skin that is left. And I swear for God that I'd rather die a fat nigga than be a little nigga with a lot of skin. Listen to me, brother.
Some people, we talk about it all the time. Some people look better big. Just stay big. Cause boy, if you get small, bro, and like no homo, you a handsome big nigga, right? If you get small, bro, and don't be handsome no more, bro,
Facts.
that's gonna be some wild shit for
Yeah,
Big Mama.
there's only so much weight you can lose.
But listen, you know how how most fat people just look like they soft serve. This shit tight, man. Like this shit.
But that's good and bad. It's good while you that size.
When I lose weight, I'm gonna change my name to Snapback.
that skin ain't snapping.
You got to get that cut.
Brother. And this how I know it's some fuckery.
BBL
though.
scars
But
everywhere.
this how I know
It
it's
ain't
some
no
fuckery.
fuckery.
They swear they have mastered the BBL and the fake titties though. But that skin surgery, but that shit the worst, brother.
Yeah.
Just be fat though. Have you ever seen that weight loss skin? Brother, listen to me though, brother. If I met a woman,
It's
and we
somebody
got
from
her-
here that was about 600 pounds. It's like 200.
The Mexican looking dude.
No, the white dude. My dog. He big on the car scene. He like famous on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he look a little Mexican though. He white though.
He white.
Yeah.
He take his shirt off.
He was like what he like
He was
500,
bigger than
600,
me.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like
He
500-600.
he went and got that surgery.
No, I support the weight loss.
Right.
But
But he went and
If
got.
they
he
can't take the skin
he
with
went
it,
and got
my boy.
nipped and tucked.
If they can't take the skin with it, brother,
I might pull a Bandman Kevo.
to get the abs put
Just
in
all
there.
that, I might just come back. Who knows?
No, I'm just telling you, bro. That was my only advice. So as you on your weight loss journey, bro, you might
No
need to cap
skin.
it at some weight. Just be a healthier, bigger
Right,
nigga. Because that
right.
skin shit, brother.
About 275,
you
260.
You can't buy enough chains to make that sexy. it ain't enough chains in the world. That little skin
Hold
crazy,
on,
bro.
I'm sexy without the jewelry now, Adam.
But I'm just talking about with the skin, my boy.
Oh, okay.
Bro, I swear to you, if I met a girl who had lost a lot of weight and she come off with them Jeepers Creepers scars on them,
Yeah,
I'm about it, my boy.
yeah. You gonna make me go on my sex symbol campaign for big niggas because it ain't too many fucking with me.
I got nothing. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we got a little ring rust, but man, it definitely feels good to be back, man. There's a lot of podcasts out here. I always felt like that this is one of the best ones, not because it's ours, not because I'm on it. I'm a fan of a lot of I watch podcasts all the time, and none of them feel like this one. None of them look like this one. This is the first one back. We're gonna get in rhythm. We're gonna be a little more organized.
On the run in too.
I like
we
this
literally
setup,
just
though.
ran in today and
Yeah.
were like, let's talk.
For sure. I like this setup too, though. We might stick with this. I like this. I missed the room, but this feel good too. If we can get the room like this, it'll be dope as hell.
Yeah, I support
sure.
that.
For sure. But yeah, appreciate you coming through, bro. Last minute.
Name of the album drop. Everybody got new albums, so somebody say something. Well, I know you just dropped the album. What's the name of the
Yes.
album? And all?
Appreciate that because I'm tripping. Just dropped the album. It's on all platforms. It's called No More Tomorrows. I've been getting real good feedback. I ain't got no bad feedback yet. I think it's something that you can play from beginning to end. But it's for y'all to judge, not me. I'm not somebody especially at this point in my life, to where I care to be better than anybody. I don't care to compare it to anything else, or I'm not trying to be the best of anything. I'm just doing the music I like to do. If y'all appreciate it, I appreciate y'all. The only way I'll do any performances or anything is if this shit is like in rotation and people know it. I love those kind of performances to where everybody know the music and you can just kind of show
I
up.
can put
and
you on my show though.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, me and the girl, the little white girl who do the country line dancing. I got a show coming
Yeah,
up with
no,
her.
I ain't
so
gonna
we
do that
doing it.
show. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that show.
Sons of Trap dropping Memorial Day.
Well, that's the 26th, Monday the 26th.
Memorial Day.
I think that's Monday. The
Man,
26th.
this man got one song together, and how old you were when I met you, bro? Like 14?
Like 13,
14. We got one song together and 20-some years of knowing each other. That's why
I didn't make the cut. I didn't make Boneface's album.
Man, this nigga is...
I don't know why.
Because they be bullshitting. You'll send these dudes a beat, and they drag you like...
The
they
last beat on air, the last person who sent somebody, so I sent you a beat, and you told me I got you, and still ain't got it.
Nah, I wasn't rapping.
Nigga
I
dropped
rap
20
now.
songs on you.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I got you,
That
bro.
hurt.
Nigga dropped 20 songs on you.
And stop calling me Boneface.
That what people be
Fuck.
calling you?
If you lose that weight, that's what they gonna call you.
They call me.
For real.
I always tell him this. I get called Boneface, and how much you charge for this tattoo?
But I get called Big Bone more than you get called Boneface, probably.
I start tattooing niggas if I was you.
Hey, I thought about it.
I wouldn't even practice. I'd just be like, yeah, let me tattoo then. You gonna pay for something.
I do
Look
so
just
much
like
shit.
that logo I made right now, boy. Don't it though? Me and him was working on a podcast idea, the Little Big Podcast, and I made some little fucking logos, and niggas look just like the logo.
Oh, how you had your? Oh yeah.
That shit funny as hell.
Yeah, this live shit cool though. Like
It is,
reading
though,
the
right?
Comments though.
Yeah, we ain't replied to none of them. We just been ignoring the people in the chat.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do y'all like this next time. We'll.
You got to practice like the streamers, like, yeah, put it in the chat if you support whatever or what y'all think, chat.
I don't think nobody asked no questions though.
Yeah,
I've been kind of checking it.
I'm gonna start coming up with questions for them so we can answer.
For sure. When we shooting again? Next week, Monday? All right, Monday, next week again, 8 o'clock, we're going live again. We're going to be more organized. We'll have another guest in here.
On Monday.
Next Tuesday, your boys in Tallahassee. We're going to have some structure this time, too. Not now, but we're working on it. Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
man, but again, thank y'all for tuning in. This is Anxiety Issues Podcast. Until next time.
Your boy, they waiting on who next.